Okay, hi. I was just going to jump on real quick. I thought it was much easier to show you the answers to the questions instead of typing it all out. I thought it might be helpful. What I did is printed out some of week 1 of the Printable Power Pack and also the PDF version of the Kaya unit. So this is the main book, the spine, which just means that the order of this unit study follows along with this book. This book is hard to find. You can find it at a lot of public libraries. Sometimes you can find it on eBay, but even without this book, you can 100% do this unit just with the other reading suggestions and the all the free online resources for reading that I have. All right, so clearly I put this, I love 3-ring binders. If you go on my YouTube, you'll be able to see how I put together the 3-ring history binder. And so this is just an example of what you might do with Kaya. Make a prettier cover page. This is not the best. All right, so this would be from the Printable Power Pack. It's just a little timeline. If you're putting it in the notebook, same with this. This is kind of all introduction stuff that you might keep in your binder if you're doing this, if you're keeping one as well, or just whatever record keeping you're doing. This is in both the Printable Power Pack and also the PDF, just resources, books, things you've already got in your own library, things you might want to check out the week you're going to need it, just to keep you organized. So this is the kind of thing you'll find in the PDF. Also some in the Printable Power Pack, but these are mostly in the PDF, just kind of organizational planning kind of things for the teacher. There's field trip ideas in the Printable Power Pack, all kinds of ideas of places you can go that have to do with Native Americans that you might find locally. A planner for that, for field trips, questions. This is all in the Printable Power Pack here, the questions. This is in the PDF, hands-on history project planner, what week you're going to do it, materials needed, notes. So the front, what I'm showing you now, would be the planning materials that you would get. Okay, here we go, how you could combine the Printable Power Pack and the PDF version for your unit. This is an outline of all the core reading, basically the topic of each day for a 3-week unit. I really think that these units, if your kids are into them and interested and curious, you could easily stretch them out to 6 weeks, maybe even longer, depending on your family and what you're interested in. Week 1 is the example here that I used. So you would put this in first. It tells you the whole week at a glance, each day, what the topic, what the theme is going to be, what the theme of the Bible study is, the reading that you'll have for week 1, the core reading that is. Suggested vocabulary. I think that I wrote some thoughts on choosing vocabulary for a student. I just put some in that are based on the Welcome to Kaya's World book that I showed you in the beginning. I'll show you the grammar activities in a minute. The copy work is listed here. Writing activities, what your topic is in science and geography, and a suggested hands-on project for the week. It's just a guideline so that you can go from there. All right, so week 1, here's your language arts section. This is what the printable PDF version looks like. It has day 1 of the reading. One reason that I suggest getting the PDF is that you can highlight which suggestions that you want your child to do. This is especially good if your child is doing kind of a self-led study for this unit where you've reviewed things and you want to talk about what they're learning, but maybe they're going to some of these websites on their own. So that's a benefit of the PDF. So it has what the reading suggestions are. It has some videos that are suggested. Explore it more is usually some type of activity. It could be an interactive game. It could be something online I found that's fun to print out and try, just to further the study for that day. Always have coloring pages and notebooking suggestions. And then I have a list of some of the printables in the Printable Power Pack, so you can find them and add them in for that day's lesson. Here's some reading comprehension ideas. This is going to be the same for week 1, 2, and 3. Go through, pick 3 different choices that you really want to do for this unit study, and then do those 3 things, or do all of them, or do none of them. This is just, there's more ideas than you will ever use in a 3-week unit. So choose the ones that are highlighting some of the skills you want to work on in your family, or pick some things that your child really enjoys doing. There's creative writing, there's worksheets, there's working how to make a lap book or a notebook. So lots and lots of ideas. All right, then you'll find the copy work and narration ideas for week 1. This is all what the PDF version looks like. All of this is just the unit that you'll find online in a very organized and neat day-by-day kind of order. Book reports, ideas, things like that. All right, here's the actual copy work page. This is what you will find in the Printable Power Pack. So I stuck that in for week 1. There's the actual writing paper for week 1 from the Printable Power Pack. You can choose to do 1 copy work for a week. You could choose to do copy work every day. I have tons and tons of them in the Printable Power Pack, as you've probably seen. You don't have to do all of them. There are cursive writing exercises. Obviously, not every child is learning cursive. Not every child is ready to do even one of the copy works this long. So there are shorter ones. Print out what works for your family and leave the rest for another time, or for one of your older kids. This is some paper for a creative writing assignment that's all ready to go. That was in the lesson. Also in the Printable Power Pack, all about Kaya. Vocabulary. So this week 1 is highlighted. Again, just suggested vocabulary words. Oh, I was going to do this for you. Okay, so you would write, for example, the first word is legend. So you would write the word legend here, or have your child write it if they're old enough to do that. Write a very simple definition of the word legend beside it. It's great if they're old enough for them to do this on their own. Then you cut these strips out into papers and fold them up and put them in a hat. Have your child write their vocabulary words and others that they have found, if you would like, on this sheet. There are more spaces than vocabulary words, so handle that how you would like. In my explanation in the unit at the very, very beginning, if you read through all of the different suggestions for doing these American Girl units, you'll find lots of suggestions on adding to your child's own vocabulary list with a vocabulary notebook. So put some of those words in, put some words that you've been working on from everyday life in there too, and then you can use this sheet. Make as many copies of this sheet as you need. Make as many copies of the bingo sheet as you need. Highly recommend laminating them too, if you would. All right, then this is using the same vocabulary words that were suggested there. If you don't use my vocabulary words, that's just fine. Use them in here for a fun word search that goes along with the that day's lesson anyway. Next, Bible study. Again, here's an example of the PDF version. Everything is broken down very, very clearly, simply. Highlight what you want. Some things to talk about. The Printable Power Pack pages that you want to make sure you have ready. What to talk about, why, some more Printable Power Pack kind of pages. The Printable Power Pack pages are really geared for the kids. They're worksheets, they're fun activities, themed writing paper, such as this. Activities, this is you go online and there's an activity and you can use this to complete the activity. Geography, Here's the the PDF version right here. Just all laid out. What to do, hands-on ideas, salt dome maps, all different kinds of ideas, learning games online, printable power pack pages you want to make sure you have, like this one, and this one, and this one, and then some notes. There are tons and tons of note pages. There are for every section in the PDF version. Science isn't. Same idea. Here's the PDF version every day. This is week 1 for this, and then the printables, coloring pages, parts of a horse that go with that, and then another activity that's in the lesson. And that is Felicity. Okay, so I hope that this will help you get an idea of the difference between the printable power pack pages that are very much geared towards the kids, and then also the PDF version like this that is more geared towards the teacher. Clearly your child will not be using this page with the highlights other than to know which links to click online. The PDF version online has no ads or anything like that. You download it and then your child could work directly from that online. All the links are live. I go through and update once a year to try to fix any broken links and keep it going. Anyway, I hope this answered your question, and thanks a lot.